Hello, gentlemen. Congratulations on this new movie of yours.
Thank
What's
you.
good? Well,
Before joining this project, did either of you have any baseball or softball experience?
I had a lot of experience, man. I'm a huge sports fan. I play basketball, play football, play baseball, and I'm nice like that.
For me, I've never really done anything. I hardly walk, and I mean, I can run sometimes. If I'm in danger, but I didn't know much about that. But I do. I was very familiar with AA and the 12-step themes. Maybe because I'm sober, but so I feel comfortable in that respect.
Very cool. Yeah, I was going to ask, reading the script when you first approached the project, did you feel any sort of personal connection? I know you just mentioned that, Bobby, but GaTa, reading, your character and just the movie in general, did you feel on any sort of level, a connection to what's going
Definitely,
on?
man. I definitely felt some type of connection. This movie's about recovery. I come from a background of addiction. My parents were drug addicts. They no longer here with us. Had my own personal problems, sex addiction, dealing with being bipolar, anxiety. So yeah, man, I definitely connected, man, and I was happy to put on a great performance.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
for me, I've seen a lot of AA and 12 steps portrayed in movies and television. And I felt like, even when we were shooting some of the bigger AA meetings, being there and seeing, because, there was probably 20 guys there that are in the program, you know what I mean? So it's like, people know the language, and it's also the way that people were sitting. It felt like kind of disheveled, like an AA meeting in many ways, because usually when you see it portrayed in movies, they're in a circle in some sort of like gymnasium or something, right? But this one felt like even the dialogue between Jay and Johnny, the sponsor sponsee dialogue, it just felt so like real to me. You know what I mean? So, and I think that that can only be done if people are in it.
But GaTa, I was going to mention I'm a huge fan of yours. I saw you and Dave perform at a Levi's event a couple years ago.
Oh,
Uh,
that's dope, man. The Levi's house.
yeah. And I was curious, I was curious how often, you see Little Dicky these days. I'm
Oh, I actually just bought him to the Sweet Dreams movie premiere.
Oh yeah.
We actually just had a concert for Kevin Hart and Netflix at the Kennedy Center when Kevin Hart gets his Mark Twain Award. But Lil Dicky, one of my best friends, man, he really changed my life. Got me out the ghetto, man. Believed in me. Put my music on TV. Always support me. Just went to his new crib and everything.
Yeah, very cool. And Bobby, I saw, you spoke on that podcast about how like some other directors you've worked with, there was bad behavior and whatnot. And, doing a movie like Sweet Dreams, I was curious, I imagine, it was a much better experience this time around, working with a director like
Well,
Lodge.
I've had many good experiences in the last 10 years. You know what I mean? But with Elijah specifically, because I know that he's familiar with the world, and because he's also familiar with what I can and cannot do. You know what I mean? It just felt like the communication was there. A lot of times, directors bark at their actors, and there's just a calming nature about him, and his notes were very clear, and I understood them. And yeah, I mean, I can't think of one negative experience that I had on this movie. I think it was all positive, and I'm just so blessed to be a part of it.
And in addition to acting, Kato, with your rapping career, Bobby, with your comedy career, I mean, do you ever are you ever at a crossroads where you find that you're favoring one or the other, or you're thinking, oh, maybe I want to just do one more than the other? I was curious what that balance is like for you guys.
The
Go ahead,
balance
Gata.
is hard. The balance for me is hard as fuck. Like sometimes I even forget I'm a rapper. Like I'll be forgetting that, oh yeah, I could really go do concerts and get money for this or whatever the case may be, because I just want my music career, because that's my real passion. That's how I even got in this position. But my daily goal is to have my music career catch up to my TV and fame career. I mean, my TV and film career. But yeah, I'm always at a crossroads every day.
Yeah, for me, I've always wanted to do all of it. So it's like, I've done sketch on TV. I've done movies, I've done panel shows, I've done podcasts. I just do it all. It just keeps it exciting for me. I really like it.
All right. Well, that's all the time I have. It was
Thank you,
very nice
Will.
to meet you guys, and congratulations on Sweet Dreams.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, good. I appreciate you, man.